So, first of all, how's the sound? I hope it's good, but about the show. This is actually the second episode that was hidden there in the DVD that I saw last year. So I'm gonna have the cover of the Attack of the Mutant on the thumbnail, but this is not the episode. The episode I already saw it. I love scrolling to DVDs menus, especially nowadays. I've already seen those, so I'm not gonna go through the whole thing right now. I'm just gonna pass by them. I think I have the DVDs of some of those episodes. I'm gonna see them in future videos. I have that one, the Go Eat Worms. I have that one. I know I do. I saw it, like when I was looking for this DVD. I saw it through my collection, and I saw that I had that one. Those menus, man. Those menus, just like are so much more enjoyable nowadays than ever. I think these videos, like, I enjoy doing these things so much. This just brings me kind of in like this cozy mood to watch the episode or the movie or whatever. I know this is not like lolcow content or like opinion or some shit that sometimes get views whenever I post, but it's like, if anything, to make stuff make a little bit more sense, I might do a separate channel with just watching like shows like this and movies, and the main one talking about like reading Sonichu and talking about lolcow shit and the things that I tend to talk about. Yeah, I might do that. Right now, at least in my opinion, it doesn't make too much sense to do something like that because I barely even have like subscribers in one channel. It sounds silly to branch out. It's taken me years to get like 80 something subscribers. It's taken me like 4 years of like fairly constant uploads. And I know I'm supposed to look for a niche and then just start repeating and repeating and repeating basically the same content until I make a community, but I don't know, that's mind numbing for me. I don't know. I already know how I work in things, and this is the process that I need for doing things, and in that process is where I figure out exactly what I'm going to end up in the long run. So I'm just like trying to enjoy the journey here for as much as I can until I figure out that more focused content. Yeah. About Goosebumps though. The name of this episode is Phantom of the Auditorium. Nice. Makes sense, since it's a school and all. So we start with this Phantom of the Opera character in the scene there in a cheap rubber mask, and we don't know what's going on. It's just like rolling around until we actually know what was going on, and it's that some girl was dreaming about him. She was having a nightmare. She's a theater kid. My sister was a theater kid, by the way. She's with her theater kid group. They're preparing a play. I'm liking this setup already. Theater things make me kind of feel, nostalgic, but because my sister was a theater kid, and I remember being in like theaters a lot back in the day because she's older than me. The theater atmosphere was something that I always felt kind of magical when I was a kid. When you're a kid, you feel that pretty much everything's magical, but the dark, dim, empty places with the tall curtains, the platforms on top, and all that stuff. Yeah, and also simply a theater play has a totally unique feel to it. I don't know if anybody watching here has actually been in one. Probably, most likely. Nowadays you can't even know anymore. But yeah, theaters make your imagination run kind of wild, and there's some kind of electrifying vibe to them. I don't know. That girl throws me off a little bit because she looks very similar to a girl I used to have a crush on when I was like 18 or something, 18, 19 or something. I used to have this hard crush on this girl that looked very similar to her. Not exactly like her, but like very general features. You probably know somebody that looks somewhat like her. She has those kind of features, very identifiable features that a lot of people have. And she had those features like the eyes, the mouth, the eyebrows, everything. Jesus. I don't know, it always feels weird. You completely forget about those people and then boom, somebody in Goosebumps looks a lot like them and you're like, ugh. Anyways, the thing is, there's a legend, right? Are you surprised? Yeah, there's a legend about a play, a haunted play that happened, and a kid disappeared, and they never found the body. And he's been hunting the play ever since. Oh no, could it be real? Oh no, seems like it. She's been gotten by the ghost. Jump scare. Now, what do you know? Were you even expecting anything? No, obviously not. It's like always. Also, it's just a fake out. The the club's funny kid. The prankster. It's the prankster kid. The prankster kid. I wonder if this is going to have anything to do with anything in the future of this episode. Probably not. Probably not. So they're planning the story. Teacher's there. She's setting everything up. Prankster kid is like he's gonna be the Phantom. My former crush's lookalike is she's like no, but my grandpa said, and the teacher's like fuck off. And main girl is like, hey, wait a minute. If the Phantom kidnapped me, how am I still in love with him? Yeah, because that's a thing that's been set up in the thing. And she's like, what? That doesn't make any sense. And the teacher is like, no, but you're in love. You're in love of his mystique, of his mystery.
Then how come I stay in love with him? Oh, because you're attracted to his mystery.
Girls, am I right? And anyways, so so yeah, they're discussing, not paying attention to the fact that there's a kid sinking to the ground. His name is Corey. Wait. I thought his name was Pedro Fernandez. Well, I mean, it would be little Pedro Fernandez, like Pedrito Fernandez. But what's he doing in Goosebumps? I mean, he transitioned from Vacaciones del Terror to Goosebumps. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's true. It's all true. So, teacher is like, oh, he must have pressed the secret button by accident, establishing that there's a secret button there, wink wink. And she's also saying that that entrance hasn't been used in years, so nobody, you hear me, nobody should be using it, you know, just saying. And I'm sure, exactly as the teacher said, nobody will ever use it. I'm sure of it. I mean, what would they? It's dangerous. She just said. I mean, the school had it built for the very first production of the Phantom. That's it. They would never mess with it ever again. But was that a Phantom? Perhaps? We don't know. Probably not. Nah, probably not. So it turns out main girl already dreamt of that trapdoor, and she's totally psyched out by that. But we don't see that. We only see the Phantom like rolling around and the cheap Halloween mask, but we don't see the trap door. And that dream is supposed to be the one that she's describing, so I don't understand that. By the way, girl.
It's kind of weird. Life is weird, and it's about to get weirder. Coming?
That's how Loud Troll starts, you know? Listen, if another boy tells you that's weird, and it's about to get weirder.
Coming?
The quote-unquote weirder part translates more accurately to something more akin to unwanted pregnancy or something, so don't get weirder. But what am I talking about? So of course she goes down there to get weirder, that is, with whoever his name is, and of course she loses her glasses immediately after reaching there. Girl, your dream of becoming a famous actress are fading away as we speak. Just wait until you're a little bit older to get weirder, okay? You're young, you have your whole life ahead of you. So what happened was that they went down there to get weirder, and they got lost there. Zach disappeared for whatever reason. They just wander around, they're doing whatever. And then they found the exit point. Yeah, what's his name? Zeke. He finds the exit door, but he climbs up first. But when she's waiting for him to pull her out, he's not there anymore. It's actually crazy pervert guy. He's not a pervert. I'm just joking. Or is he? Enjoy the ASMR, by the way. I can't do anything about it. If it's not one thing, it's another. There's probably a lot of sound picking up in the recording here. I don't know if you can hear a siren somewhere. If I don't do this right now, I'm gonna have to wait until like 1 p.m. to start recording when the entire city is more quiet. By that point, I'm way too tired. And I need to get up early in the morning, so that doesn't work that well for me. It was this guy who claims to be the night janitor. Okay. And he wants them out of there. Yeah, trust me, girl. Just get out of there. You already have the advantage of him actually wanting you out of there. Just listen to him. Just get out of there. So yeah, anyways, he's inquiring them about the trapdoor and stuff like that. Weird. So fortunately, they make it out of there safe. And next day, there's a new kid who looks a lot like little Alfred Molina looking motherfucker. Which is very fitting since he's an actor and all. Oh, okay. His name is Brian. And my former crush's lookalike is Tina. Okay. Let me try not to forget those names. That's good, so I don't have to keep calling her my former crush's lookalike. That's too long. And that's annoying. Just like her, she's kind of annoying. She's kind of pesky. She's a theater kid, by the way. I mean, what do you expect? Oh yeah, and the Halloween mask. It was on protagonist girl locker. There's a note demanding her to stay away from my home, sweet home, Esmeralda. And it's the same cheap mask she already dreamt. By the way, just as a side note, what is it that she has right there in her locker? Does she has like a... Is that like a wrestler picture in her locker? That's weird. Can't be a wrestler. It's probably some rock star or something. By the way, I also want to point out that I like the principal. It's cool. It has like a eerie atmosphere to it. I don't know. He looks a little bit like the Reanimator, and I don't know, he fits like a horror theme thing very well. I like it. So protagonist girl thinks Prankster Kid did it, but Prankster Kid is like, no, I didn't. So it's all like, well, then if you didn't do it, then who did? We don't know. We're probably not gonna know, like, to be honest. Oh wait, I mean, yeah. Ah, wait, it was just Prankster Kid. Wait, how did he get into your room? Okay, you always see that in movies. Some kid, usually a girl, is in a room and there's like a boy who is always just free to go in and out of her room even when she's not there. Or sometimes he's free to go in and out of her room and just stay there and like spook her or something and just like crash in her closet or something. Just like stay there as long as he wants. He's just free to go in and out. That doesn't sound right. Is that a thing that actually happened? Ever? Anywhere? I don't think so. That doesn't sound safe. I don't know. If I had a girl, a daughter, I wouldn't be okay with just some boy like being free. Like, no. It's like, no. I would let's just say that I would make sure that there's no boys coming in and out and like staying in her room. She doesn't even know. Like, I don't know, jerking off in her closet or something. Like, no. You may say, well, they're just kids. No. It's dangerous. How many people could just go in and out of her room? And even if it's only them, by age 11, 12, 13, you're already old enough to be horny. So, no. And also, it's dangerous. Like, it's so unsafe. No way. I would not want easy access to my house, especially not to my kids, but okay, whatever. By the way, Tina? That's her name, right? She's a character, ain't she?
Brian, if you're done painting that stage, you can start on the flats. Aren't you glad to do
Damn,
it?
Tina,
I was
chill.
happy to be part of the production.
The fuck's your problem? By the way, I just saw this episode for the second time. I saw it when I was recording it, and then I saw it again now that I'm editing it. They're making her feel all sus and whatever. I didn't notice that the first time. Because the way she's acting all of a sudden is weird. I don't know, probably not, because it's not convincing. And then you see that there's the janitor guy coming down, being all like creepy and stuff. So somehow they're trying to make you feel that, Prankster Kid is the one behind everything here, letting that door fall because he lets, like, there's a door that almost falls on top of a protagonist girl, Esmeralda, and but you already saw that there's a creepy, dirty guy over there somewhere in the school. In like the teacher's eyes, yeah, that would make sense. But you're not seeing the movie through the teacher's eyes. The teacher hasn't seen dirty, pervy guy. Well, she just did, like a minute ago. But then, what would make you assume that that grown ass man is this boy? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what was their angle here on doing this. Yeah. Anyways, they blamed prankster kid. They followed a trail of Tina here, who has no chill, by the way. She's like, let's follow the trail of paint that we can see here, and it leads to the prankster kid's locker. And there it is. The paint was right there, but we already saw he's not the guilty one. So the question is, then he's not. If it's not the guilty one, because we all know it's the other guy, is the dirty, pervy guy. He's not even a pervert, but I'm just being an asshole calling him a pervert. So the whole angle here is like, so we know that that is him. So what's his angle? What's his shtick? Why is he doing this? He has to have a motive. What are you gonna tell me, that the one behind everything here is the new kid? Fuck off. Dirty janitor guy has a thing scheming here. Except there is no night janitor.
Nightcap? What nightcap?
What? By the way, I've seen that actor somewhere. I know I have. I don't know where, but I've seen him. So the question is now, if prankster guy didn't do it and dirty night janitor guy didn't do it because he's not really a janitor guy, and there is no night janitor guy, then what's going on? So what is this mystery? It's actually just some pervert. It's a squatter. Some guy squatting there, which is creepier if you ask me. Yeah, no way. Fuck. First, random men, boys, being able to just sneak in your daughter's room without being noticed, and now squatters. Dude, the true horror of this episode is home invasion. Now that's actually scary. Fuck. Moral of the story: always have a gun or bat at hand. I'm telling you, this guy's crazy. So wacko. What is he? Daniel Larson, like squatting somewhere with trying to become a famous actor? Well, he's like, he was randomly in costume. What the fuck? Yo, kids, just get out of there. Stop going to school at night. Get the fuck out of there. Look at the things you can find there. I mean, dude. So fortunately, somebody called the cops, and like everything's okay. Daniel Larson was gone already by the time the cops arrived there. Big surprise. But good news, since everything's clear now, and the teachers feel sorry because nobody believed the kids. So they're like, oh, well, they were actually right. And so they make up for them by letting them do their little play there, like they wanted. Because they were about to cancel it if there was more trouble there. So it's all cool now. They can do their play now. But wait, something's wrong. That ruffian Daniel Larson strikes again. He never left. But wait, it's the Phantom. It's actually the Phantom. But wait, it was little Alfred Molina this whole time? So yeah, it was him. The random new kid just appeared out of nowhere, and nobody questioned it, by the way. The teachers. Nobody questioned a random new boy there joining the play. This is a school play. The teachers should have a list of the kids that are going to the classes. So they should know when there's a stranger boy there that looks like a little Alfred Molina. And they should be like, it should be immediately noticed. Well, yo, where'd you come from? Who are you? But no, nobody paid any mind to it. There was even the creepy principal there. Nobody noticed little Alfred Molina. Like, didn't make sense that he was okay. So little Alfred Molina was a theater kid from back in the 20s. So his big dream was to play in that school play. He was really excited about that. He really wanted to do that.
Where I would finally play my ultimate role.
Thing is, in that stage right there, he died. He fell into the abyss. I mean, the trapdoor. And he died. And he's been haunting the play ever since because he wanted to do it. And randomly, he decided to do it right now. After 70 years, he randomly decides to materialize and like just become a regular boy with current, I mean, with 90s fashion style and everything. How did he get those clothes? Or okay, he wanted to play, but why did he want it to scare off the people playing if he wanted to play it so much? He got his desire, his dream to play in the play there, but then she was like, no. And she took off the mask and he was like, no. And he fell. She noticed that it was him, so she was like, oh no, wait, no. And so she uncovered him and that defeated him. So what happened to the squatter then? What was his whole shtick? What happened to Daniel Larson? Why did he want it to scare them off? He's gone. You never see him again. So you could assume that he knew about the curse and he was trying to prevent them from doing it because he knew that that boy was the ghost. But if he knew, why didn't he just say it? And actually allowing little Alfred Molina to play in there seemed to have defeated him. So what was the point of trying to prevent it? If any case, you should just like let the kid have his dream of playing there, to let him rest in peace and move on, and that's it. You get rid of him and you let him rest in the other realm or whatever, and that's it. But no, you did. I don't know, it's weird. Why didn't they notice an extra boy there in the play randomly out of nowhere? What was the whole thing about the squatter? It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. But I can't pretend that I didn't like it. Things like this are very cozy for me. I really enjoy them, especially nowadays, especially in autumn. It's very cozy and like I like watching them. It takes me back. I don't remember if I ever saw this episode as a kid. Probably, I don't know. I have no idea. I just like to put these things on and just like go for the ride, especially since I don't have a chance to actually do that for the most part. Making these videos actually gives me the perfect excuse to do it. And I don't want to say that I just like shut my brain off and like enjoy it, because that's not true at all. For me, enjoying things like this, it's not about shutting your brain off and just enjoy it as it is. It's more like it's fun to think about how little things make sense and just like the things that could have been improved upon it. So if anything, for me, it's more engaging to think more about him, to be more critical. But I like that crummy, juvenile atmosphere that these types of forms of media used to have back then. They are a time capsule that is never going to come back, and it's nice to have it as it is. That form of media that was made specifically for you in that age, in that era in particular, where the world was that different and we were more impressionable to it and we just kind of ate it up. It just hits so much more different than things that you see. Naturally, things have to change. That's why I appreciate that we still have these things on record, archived. We were way less saturated by everything like nowadays, and our minds were a little bit more clear, and we were just able to cozy up and just like watch something like this and enjoy it and move on and kind of just appreciate it. I don't know. Before I start rambling here, like I'm gonna move on too. So I'm gonna leave it at this, and yeah, bye. You heard that siren?